Hello everyone, this is Jimmy and welcome to episode 15 of Trillionaire. And today is a special day. Today is the first day I've ever been a billionaire. 1.89 billion bucks. That is just short of 2 billion even. So with that, I assume our reactor has been running between episodes without issue. It's pumping out energy. That energy is all getting turned into UU matter, and most of that UU matter is getting sold off. Cool. Um, with that out of the way, let's see. Oh, there's one thing I wanted to mention. So a couple episodes ago, right, I lost the reactor between videos when I was offline. I think I understand how that happens now. You guys may have already told me in the comments, but I record a couple days ahead, so I haven't seen those comments yet. And while I have enough of a fuel buffer to get through a night, right, I have this gas tank of tritium and this pipe of tritium. My deuterium production is unaffected by nighttime. I think a worst case scenario could happen where nighttime and rainstorms line up to use up my entire fuel store, and that's probably what caused my reactor to go cold in the past. So to fix that, before logging off last time, I added these couple celestial manipulators. So these take wyvern cores, which is why it had to wait until, obviously, I had production of wyvern cores. The dragon eggs have EMC value, so whatever. And it's just a daylight sensor in. Set this to a. It doesn't really matter. I guess I had it such that as. Oopsies. As soon. No, don't pick it up. Put it back. Oh my gosh. Alright, we're gonna go all the way around. But I had it set at the bare minimum here, which meant that as soon as there's anything blocking, I guess that doesn't block light. As soon as any light blocks the daylight sensor or it gets anything less than full brightness, then it sends a redstone signal to the celestial manipulator, which sets it to daytime, the sunrise. Likewise, if any rain hits this rain sensor, it clears the rain. So if I hit the start rain button here, this should manually start up a rainstorm. By the way, the graphics effects of this celestial manipulator, very pretty. But does a rainstorm, which both causes the rain sensor to fire and the daylight sensor to fire, the inverted daylight sensor to fire, and then this will automatically clear both weather effects, which will then allow my solar neutron collector to start running again, which prevents the nighttime outages. Righto then, on to the end game, which we are 25% done with. We'll never be 100% done with the end game because, first of all, a lot of these creative items I don't even think have recipes, and secondly, like what do I need to be making creative spikes for? Or I don't know, the creative coolant port. I'm gonna skip basically 90% of those, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's do chaotic cores first. So chaotic cores, yeah, just a bunch of Oikin Draconium stuff. Take a bunch of these shards. So 6e7. That's 614 times 10 to the 7th is 64 million bucks. Feels good, man. We just bought a stack of chaos shards. All right, so this is a recipe. Is it 4 of each? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So then we'll go add this to this here, and then we just have to fill in the filters. So let's see. Chaotic core goes there. And what goes in the middle? Chaos shard. So we have the blacklist chaos shard to go onto the side pedestals, whitelist it to go on the center pedestal, and where are you at? Chaotic core. Sure, we'll start with one. So anyways, this should start making awakened cores and other stuff as needed. I was kind of expecting more than one. What did I do wrong? Oh, it's crafting wyvern cores. I see. Turns out crafting wyvern cores takes longer than crafting awaken cores because of the casting table step. Alright, well let's wait for this to finish. And pretty soon there goes another awaken core. And here comes the chaotic core. So the chaotic core actually takes a little bit of time because it uses a fair bit of energy. But energy is the one thing we have plenty of. In fact, I think it consumes a measly million RF a tick. And I say measly because we produce 6 times that. Alright, anyways, I believe singularities are 1 chaotic core each, right? Or the ultimate singularity, which is the hard part of most of the creatives. What is this? Railcraft. Interesting. Alright, whatever. Moving on then. That's the chaotic core. We have to make the quantum compressor. This is an insanely easy crafting recipe. Oh, it just finished. Gimme, gimme. In fact, because this takes a little bit of time to craft, let's make 4 more. Yeah. All I have to do is ask for 4 more quantum or chaotic cores and we get it. I love this pack. There are, what, 6 different quantum... That's not the quantum compressor. 6 different... No, wait. 3... Yeah, 6 different quantum compressor recipes. By the way, this recipe would really suck if you couldn't buy Gaia spirits. So let's just make 6 quantum compressors. Out of sulfur. Oh. Thankfully, sulfur... Well, I mean, sulfur is super easy to get. It has EMC value. You just buy it, yada, yada, yada. I guess I just never set up an automation system for it. Whatever. It's our last time needing sulfur. So that's 6 quantum compressors. That leads into the ultimate singularity. So let's pin these 6 types. Of these 6, I think Galgadorian has an EMC value. Gaia can be bought. Coke has to be made, but it's only 100 pieces each. Iridium, we probably just have a lot of. Enderium, we just have a lot of. And Manulin has an EMC value. Well, that's not setting the bar very high. Also, they're all 100 item singularities, which is nice. I mean, there's not a huge practical difference between 100 items and like 9,001 items. It's just less of a pain to make the 100 item variant. To make my buying of EMC blocks slightly easier, I don't want to make an energy condenser per thing because energy condensers are kind of, I don't know, they're a lot of steps to make. So I'm just going to make do with the one we have. So what I'm doing is I have a compacting, or there's a buyer hidden down here. This is the same buyer that was buying our glowstone before. In fact, we can buy faster. Yeah. It buys glowstone, automatically gets compacted in the drawer. We dump the results into here, and then I just, buy me Galgadorian blocks, would ya? Pretty good, right? How much do I have? Oh, yeah. That's very good. Alright, that's enough. Thank you. And for the first time ever, I think I'm going to make similarities on demand. It's a side effect of being able to get, of only using 100. If it was 9,001, I suppose I couldn't do this on demand. But now we can. So in the quantum compressor goes that. If I order one of these, we should, if we head over here, I don't know which quantum compressor that was. We only got 64. Where's my other blocks? You think you did give them up, but the quantum compressor isn't counting them. I guess we need a buffer of some sort in between. Oh wait, I know what happened. The ME interface, because it tries to push all the items at once, the quantum compressor will only accept the 1 stack, so that it's like, alright, well, who wants the other 36 items? And this interface was like, I'll take it, I guess. So it gave it to him. And that's why the other 36 never made it here. Anyways, I'm going to fix it just this once so I can clear the crafting task. And... where's my... Oh, it has to... Oh, it has to pump energy in it afterwards. Let's see. That's 1,000 ticks. Whatever, fine by me. Eventually, after 1,000 ticks, or what is that? 250 seconds? About a minute? we should get a singularity, and then I just have to somehow route all the items back. I hope I can extract the top. If not, I have to redesign this. Looks like I can. While I was setting up the conduits, it finished that singularity. So there's one down. I'm going to set it up for the rest of these. I think for coal coke, because it's only 100 pieces, I can just like... Oh yeah, this is enough coal coke to make all the singularities we need. Apparently I didn't even have one ingot of manulin yet. This entire pack I haven't made manulin. In fact, this entire pack I haven't even been to the end, or the nether, have I? Well, whatever. Now I have tons and tons and tons of manulin. And for the Gaia spirits, they are... Is that 20,000 bucks a pop? Thanks. That's a lot of Gaia spirits. Now I've got all these singularities encoded. I'm not going to craft them yet because I'm just going to see if I can put this recipe in and craft the final product all at once. So this goes in here, and then once again have to add some stuff to filters. Yeah, ultimate singularity goes there, and the cores go here. Can I drag out a... No. Let's order the ultimate singularity. So 100 of all the things, we already have the one of Galgadorian, so doesn't have that, but start. I suppose I'll take back what I said about there being no difference between like 9,000 and 100 of the items. 9,000 just requires a bit more setup. It's not meaningfully more difficult. Like, yeah, okay, I probably have to automatically insert an output out of my coke furnace now, but I don't think it's meaningfully more engaging. Anyways, another 30-ish seconds for these quantum compressors to do their thing. And how long is this going to take? That's a long time. That's 100,000, 1 billion RF at 500,000 a tick. It's going to take a while. Okay, I guess it's not going to take that long. 2,000 ticks. So this is done. Oh, we can't extract the top. You know what? That's okay. I think these down here work because I'm extracting the bottom. I'll just do it manually. We only make singularities so many times. Why are you not running? Where's my chaotic core? Chaotic core? Oh, I see what happened. The chaotic core that got placed in here just got it got placed onto the center here, right? And then it got immediately reinserted into this because this is whitelisted for chaotic core. If I care to fix it for real, what I would have to do is take the chaotic core, rename it somehow, like well, to a name that's anything but chaotic core. What channel's not in use? That's not in use, right? So that the item that goes in, come on, put it in, please. The item that goes in, like the item that stays in the center and the item that gets extracted from the center have different names. The name press from Applied Energistics is a good way to do this. However, this is just a case of it's simply not necessary. I'm going to make no more than like 5 of these the entire pack, right? Because really all I have to do, once I get here, next step is the fluid tank, the reservoir, and then fluid tank. So 1 to make the reservoir, and oh, I don't even need a second one to make the fluid tank. So I guess I make 1 ever. And even if I decide to go above and beyond and get creative items is here. So 1 for this, 1 for the. It'll again, yeah, that'll take like 5 chaotic cores. All right, whatever. About 2 minutes for this crafting recipe. Can I time in a bottle? Oh, I like this. All right, well, that's going to take less than 2 minutes now. Hey, there we go. Gimme. Look. All right, the ultimate singularities with our powers combined. I actually realized there's an easier way to do this. I could just take chaotic core off this filter. It'll be, I mean, because I'll never craft another chaotic core. All right, anyways, that's done. That opens up a lot of quests. You know what? I've changed my mind. The Buildcraft Creative Engine is by far the most useful item in the pack. What am I thinking? I'm going to start up the other 4 of these just so that they're ready for me later. But next up, I want to do the creative reservoir. So I don't know, nothing here really catches my eye. I just have to craft all of this stuff really quickly, I guess. I am a little bit concerned about crafting these portable tanks. They're differentiated by MBT data from their basic portable tank, and normally items with MBT data can't be don't have EMC values because Project E doesn't handle them very gracefully. So if I do a basic, right, it clones into basics. That's what I expected. But if I upgrade it, does it still clone into basics? Because otherwise, like, if I fill it with fluids first, right, the fluids that are inside are stored in the MBT data as well. So does that mean that if I clone this tank, do I get like an exact replica of this one, or do I get basics? Yeah, that's what I thought. I get basics, which means I have to actually craft the upgrade kits. Not that that's a big deal, but just an extra step I have to do. So how many how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 times 2, so 22. Even at the very end of the pack, I'm going to craft these upgrades by hand because automating the Ender Crafter requires having like one Ender Crafter per recipe, and it's way more trouble than it's worth. And plus, I have 24 plus hours in my time in a bottle. You know, that's as fast as it accelerates. I'm going to make a bunch more alternators. We're going to like, this is going to be a whole block of Ender alternators before we're done. I don't know what the range is, but I'm going to go, let's go out one more block. And then we'll go up, and I would go down, but then I have to get rid of dirt, and that's way too much. So, up. I hope they don't have to point at it. Alright, that'll do. Let's make the next tier. Much better. Hey, look, they're done. Hey, look, they're done. Hey, look, they're done. Have you ever wondered if Vein Miner works on portable resonant tanks? The answer is yes. Alright, so it did the rain thing, so our thing is getting rid of it. Right, that's a lot of tanks. Let's, I guess, store them. Well, here, we'll store you here for now. But I still need the crafting table, I realized. I only have the tier 3 crafting table. So that's not going to suffice. Let's make the ultimate. Blocks of emeralds, ultimate components. Alright. Not a big problem. For now, I'm just going to put the items somewhere in the crafting table, and then I'll let JI figure out exactly where they belong later. Anyways, these are done, so... Man, once we get to the end of the series, I start getting really lazy about doing things right. And as long as it kind of, sort of, mostly works, I'm happy. So that's all of those. Refined obsidian, wyvern cores, bronze. I had some of this refined obsidian dust from, I don't even know when, I must have made this some time ago, but easiest way to turn it into ingots is in the arc furnace. I feel like that's kind of cheating. You're supposed to use a osmium compressor, like it's supposed to cost some osmium as well, but the arc furnace does it just as well. And you know what? When I have all the osmium in the world, it doesn't really matter. We specifically need hardened iridium glass. So if I do this, I don't know if this might be another case of it's... No, the type of glass is in the metadata, not the MBT data. So I suspect if I EMC print this, I actually get iridium glass. Good. How many pieces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 30 minus 1 is 29, I believe. And that just leaves 21 demonically gargantuan drums. Alright, have at it. That was fast. So, I think... Uh-oh. Oh, don't tell me you don't like the metadata. Creative 0, level 4B. We got MBT dated. I don't think there's any way for me to take that MBT tag off these tanks. Let's see what happens if I pick the tank up with a wrench instead. Guess I can't use that wrench. I don't have a crescent hammer? Alright, if I pick you up with this, do you... No, you keep that tag. I'm not convinced there's a way I can get rid of it. I'm going to try putting the items just where they belong without using JEI, and I don't know, hope for the best. Apparently I made 2 more tanks than I needed. Whoopsies. Big moment of truth. Oh, it works. Alright, I guess I could just blame JEI for that one. Being a little bit too picky. But that's the creative reservoir. So, how do I plan on using this? Well, if I take the creative reservoir over to one of these tanks, I can... Wait. Fill it. Why does it only fill it partway? Let's do it to a drum. I'm going to do that, right-click it on a drum. Oh, does it only fill 1 bucket at a time? Alright, screw this. We're going to upgrade the reservoir to a to the actual creative portable tank, just for convenience. I think this is all stuff we could already craft. Yeah. What I could do for now is sit here and... Is there a way to make that more than 1,000? It's not. Spam the sell button. That's not a great option. What if I get a seller? Probably the same, right? Each time I click on it with this, it probably puts a bucket into it. Yeah, that's not going to make me a trillionaire fast enough. We're just going to make the tank. Once again, JEI doesn't seem to like my reservoir because there's MBT data on it. But we'll see if I can finagle this to get it to work. I expect it'll be fine because this item has a different... That doesn't belong. This item has a unique item ID as opposed to the other tanks. So we'll see. But anyways... Nice, easy recipe to draw. Please work. There we go. Creative portable tank. So, we put you on top of the cellar. Fill you with... Well, wait. Didn't that have something in it earlier? Or I'll take however much UU matter we have. Fill you with that. Set you to cell mode, and we should be rolling in the dough now. Oh yeah. So we're making probably 100 million a second, give or take. Maybe a bit more than that. That's pretty good. However, to become a trillionaire at 100 million a second is going to take way too long. So that's not good enough for me. And I make fluid lasers. Make me some of these. While the tank's natural fluid push is pretty fast, we can push a lot faster out of it with fluid laser relays. By the way, quite laggy all of a sudden. I probably blame this interaction here. Anyways, only into, and before we turn on, just a quick comparison. 11 billion, in fact, let me make a world backup. There we go. Server launch a backup. This fluid laser relay has no limit on its extraction rate. So it'll be able to extract all 500 buckets that are in the tank per tick and dump it into the cellar, I believe. So as long as I set this to only out, it starts extracting. And there we go. Now we're making like 10 billion bucks a second. That is how one becomes a billionaire. So we can do even better by using more sides. Only out and hooking it all up. No, I guess that's not better. Probably because the tank only, refills itself once per tick. Oh well, I'll have to settle for approximately $10 billion per second. Since we've still got some time until we're a billionaire, or rather a trillionaire, why don't we also make creative items? So initially I thought creative conversion kit would be the first source of creative items. I think we can actually get creative items sooner than that, with the Creative ME cell. So the Creative ME cell just requires a storage, and one of these, right? There's nothing here that's super fancy. One craft of creative storages makes creative cells, and then once you have creative ME storage cells, you can partition it with any item, and you have creative items. I believe you still need one of an item to make more of it, but practically speaking, if you can make one, you can make infinite. So, we just crossed the trillion mark. We are trillionaires. But now let's just very quickly, as trillionaires do, get all the items. I mean, what else would a trillionaire do? I don't know. I've never been a trillionaire before. All right, give me a break. So I had this sneaking suspicion that something I was going to do was going to crash the game. And would you look at that? The game crashed. My server didn't shut down though, so hopefully it won't lock me out, but we'll find out in about 10 minutes once my game starts up again. Well, here goes nothing. Hopefully we're not locked out. I wouldn't be surprised if I overflowed the money amount value or something. It's causing the crash, but hopefully not. I mean, I made a backup for a reason, right? And we're in. Cool. So didn't crash. Very good. During that time, I think the cores I was waiting for probably finished. Perfect. I was just waiting for Awaken cores to craft to make this. 2 of these upgrades. In fact, we have 9,000 billion. Wait, so no, okay, we are at 9 trillion bucks. I'll shut that off at some point probably. But anyways, that makes that, and then oopsies, I need let's see. 8 quantum rings, 4 housings. 4 housings and ring 8 quantum rings. Hey, slime, could you leave me alone? Oh, I didn't get around to putting I guess I crashed while I was about to put this recipe into the assembler. There's a slot. Slime, excuse me. I am a trillionaire. Did you know that? You should not bother trillionaires like this. Incredibly rude. Now where are you at? Quantum ring. Why you do this? I have 4,000 energy cells. We're just going to craft it by hand. I guess there's some MBT data thing with the cell. Look, man, I can't be bothered to do things right anymore. With that, we can craft the Creative ME cell. And then I still need one more thing. I guess I need the partitioning thing. What's that actually called? Cell workbench, I believe. So if I get a cell workbench, make me craft it too, because it's probably I don't have like a crafting or a chest in my ME system. But anyways, if I craft this, I don't think this requires channels. Put this in here, and any item I want more of, I can make exact clones of now. So like I can clone that. It clones with the MBT data. So if I have something that has MBT data that I want to clone, say, I don't know, I want an exact copy of this bronze chess piece. That's metadata, but whatever. Is any of my gear enchanted? And I want an exact copy of these legs. I can just put them in there. Take this, place this into any of my drives, and then I have 2.1 billion of each of these things. So now I have creative fluids, creative items, and over 10 billion bucks. At this point, I think we are honest to goodness done with everything there is to meaningfully do in this pack. So the rest of the creative items are wholly uninteresting to me. At $13 trillion, we are comfortably the richest person in the world. Very good, very good. Which means all that's left to do is to use all our money to blow up the world. For that, I'll use a bunch of these Nova Cataclysms. I've done the Draconic Evolution reactor enough times that I think we're gonna mix stuff up a bit. Anyways, there will be a world download posted with this episode. So if you, I've already made the backup. It'll be from before we blow everything up. But if you want to see, you know, what everything looks like, feel free to download it. You know, they say you wouldn't download a car, but you probably would download a world with a couple trillion bucks in it, right? Wouldn't blame you for that. I'm gonna change some settings to hopefully not lag the world out when we light this off, but we got a big explosion in front of us. Final words before I touch this off. Set the 2 game rules to false so that hopefully we don't crash, but probably still will. This pack was a lot of fun. It was short. This is 15 episodes. Short, but quite fun. Loved it. Totally loved it. Yeah, so if you want or hold on. So this video will be coming out shortly before Christmas. Merry Christmas, by the way. The next series I will start probably a little bit before New Year's, so there'll be a couple days without the usual scheduled video. However, during that time, you can catch me streaming Crash Landing, the original Crash Landing for Minecraft version 1.6, a classic pack, and one that I've never played before. So you can catch me streaming that in the evenings, or, you know, the VODs will be up. And yeah, Merry Christmas, everyone, and have a happy holidays. Claim chunks. No one saw that. Merry Christmas, everyone, and have a happy holidays. Here we go. Oh, items are still dropping. That wasn't expected. Oh no. I want to try to get into creative mode to fly. Did I do it? Doesn't look like I succeeded. But it looks like we're able to get back in, so let's see the carnage. Well, there appears to be... Ah! The explosions are still going off. I see. Did I make it into creative mode? No, I didn't, did I? There's still so many items on the ground. Why are they dropping? It's really hard to type when, like, you don't get to see anything for 5 seconds after you type it. We're just gonna run that from time to time to kill all the items. Anyways, I'm gonna let the explosions run for a bit. We'll see what, if anything, is left at the end. Well, now I can't even get the server to start up again, so I think we are done here. Unfortunately, no post-apocalyptic scene, but where did that explosion send me? Who knows? Find out next time on... I don't know where I'm going with this. Whatever the next series is, find out then in like a week. No, in less than a week, a couple days. Anyways, thanks for dropping by, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care, and happy holidays. Bye-bye.